Hello, my name is Corey Draheim, and my topic I was chosen given for this assignment was child pornography and solicitation. The scenario I decided to do, I decided to make it up. It's fictional. Who knows? It could be real. Um, so here's my scenario. Mary was working on an assignment on her father's computer since her computer was being repaired. Mary's a 13-year-old girl. She's in the seventh grade. She was trying to look up an assignment and she was saving on her dad's computer, and she was checking on the files of the computer. She came across a file that she's never seen on this computer. Her dad comes in the room, asks if, checking everything is okay. She acknowledges that she's fine, and he leaves and closes the door. She ends up opening the file and comes across a bunch of underage boys and girls of photos that are unexplainable to her, and people and children that she even knew. She knew this wasn't right and something had to be done. Sooner or later, a couple minutes after she found this on her father's computer, an email came across from her friend Billy, from her dad's friend Billy, asking if he was still going to sell him some of the photos and gave him the address to go to. Mary ends up taking her cell phone, and takes pictures of the email that was sent to her dad. The next morning, she goes to the school and explains to the counselor what is going on at her house about her dad and his friend, and something had to be done. The police are soon in contacted immediately. The police get a warrant to search the house and find Mary's dad's computer on the nightstand, like she said, and they ended up finding over 20 underage boys and girls on the computer. Cops were sent to his job, her father's job, and he was arrested for questioning. And sooner or later, the cops went up going to the other dad's friend's house, and he was also arrested, where the address that they sent him to. During this analysis, the police ended up doing dusting, printing, just to make sure that this was the father's computer, and checked emails, past emails, and whatever, known that he committed the crime, and he was selling photos to the friend, which this would be child pornography and solicitation, because the father sold photos to the friend and was selling them, and not only that, but he had over 20 plus boys and girls photos on his computer. The history of this crime. The history of this crime was how it's evolved is whenever Mary's friends would come over, he'd end up taking pictures of them. This is how the history of this crime ended up coming, and he saved them to his computer and ended up selling them, trying to make money. And it involved into this of him being arrested and the friend being arrested for solicitation. The reason this crime was considered a cybercrime is, for one, it was an illegal use of a computer. Child pornography is illegal, and this was the use of it being on a computer. The steps and techniques that could be used to investigate the cybercrime is police swiping the computer, going through the data, but first of all, making sure that this is the father's computer and no one else's. So they looked through files, dusted it, whatnot, got prints, went through the house, and ended up knowing that this was the father's computer and that all of his information was on the computer. So the cops would go through, dust for prints, look through the files, emails, anything that they could find that could link Mary's father to this computer, to the pictures, to soliciting photos to friends, people, whatnot that he had on the computer. My visual is I got a CD because he was putting the pictures on a CD to give to the friend for solicitation. So that was my visual aid. And this is my oral presentation. Thank you.